Hello all, Christine Byer here, licensed master esthetician for 17 years. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about how to use the Sculplla Stem Cell Mist, which is the smash hit out of Korea. This has been a smash hit in Korea for many years, 8 years, they tell me. And it has been a smash hit in my practice as well. As a matter of fact, I open tomorrow. I'm not usually open on Fridays, and I'm seeing Sculplla after Sculplla after Sculplla client all day long. So this mist is really nice because I was experimenting on it with clients who, for whatever reason, couldn't get the full Sculplla professional mask, and I would just spray it on them. And then I would use either, microcurrent or have them under LED, which I use LED on every single client. And what I noticed is that if I would work it in with like 1 or 2 different modalities, even one from a feedback I'm hearing, they would leave with the familiar or the signature post-Sculplla look, which is bright red and expanded. Now, that fades within like 2 hours, but it's because of the nature of the mask. It's polylactic acid, which is very stimulatory. It's also the main ingredient in Sculptra, which is the injectable to give volume. So people have been asking me, what order or how much, what do I use to push it into the skin? And so I would say what I've seen, LED does the best job. Although microcurrent is a very close second. And so if you have one or the other, don't worry, it's gonna get in. And even if you don't, this mask, it's made to be used by lay people who aren't doing anything to their skin. So it goes in. And as a matter of fact, we started noticing, because I spray this on at the end, and a bunch of other gals in the Sculplla Estheticians group on Facebook, we all started noticing that our hands were looking younger. And we weren't doing treatments over him. We were just spraying, holding our hands over our clients' eyes while we would spray the mist. And we're like, wow, I need to change hands because this hand is looking much younger than the other. So this stuff, it has a lot of the same ingredients as the professional mask does. It has hydrogen in it, and hydrogen is it's the tiniest molecule. And that's why they put it in there, so that it will push everything into the skin. Now, this has some self-propelling mechanisms to it. So when you just put it on, when you wash your face that night, you feel it. You feel like your face feels kind of slicker than normal. It's an interesting feeling. So it goes in even without other modalities. This is gonna go in. So this is like the best like lazy man's spray. You just spray it anytime you're feeling dry or crinkly, you just, tired, going to a party, just do it, and the face just expands. It's really cool, and this is why this is such a smash hit in Korea. But Clareblend just came out with a very bright, very powerful little tiny unit that is really light, and it's not a pain to use. Now, this is the area that you probably need some goggles, but this is always my spot. I think what's cool with this mist is that if you do decide to use it with the modality, it makes that modality bionic. And if you do decide to get the professional treatment, any home treatments you do are bionic. They're just like, it's just like on steroids, because the skin is already being stimulated 24/7 in a very gentle way when this mask is on. And one mask lasts up to 5 weeks if you do it one time. If you have a mask 1 per week for 3 weeks, those results can last up to 5 months. So it really is a game changer. It's a very exciting time to be an esthetician. People are just going crazy over this mask. Now, there are a lot of home units of LEDs now, so much on the market. This is actually a really good buy for as bright as this sucker is, and as light as it is. It's $159, I believe. Great price. It doesn't get super hot. I have other lights that will get hot if I put it in one place too long. Saturation point with this, meaning how long you have to leave it on the skin for the skin to get to a point where it just can't absorb anymore, you know, for the moment, or it's saturated. I would guess with this one, I asked and they couldn't give me a complete answer, but it's usually max is 3 minutes. So I would say with this one, it's between 2 to 3 minutes, although it's super strong. I would probably say it's closer to 2 minutes. My first machine, which I no longer use because the head is so tiny on it, that it has a saturation point of 90 seconds. So it's very strong. I still have it. I just haven't, I haven't thrown it away yet. It was my first pro machine I ever bought. It was $3,200 in 2001. I was like, so yeah, I need to throw that away. But, or if anybody wants it, I can send it to you. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so if you're looking to up your game, oh, okay, I would say order. So say you got all these different products and you wanna know what time to put on your Sculplla. You can spray it as a toner over makeup any time of the day. You know, you go to a party, after lunch, you're feeling blah, whatever. Any time of day or night, you can just spray this on as a mist, just for kicks, right? Just to feel plump and dewy. And, but if you want to get sort of, if you really want a big dose of it, you can wash your face, put it on, and then put your moisturizer on. I have heard of just one person, it balling up when they put their foundation on, but I have not had that happen to me, so I don't think it's with every formula. It might be more on oilier skins, I think. You can either do it like that, but if you're gonna do exfoliation, don't do it like afterwards. So you could exfoliate, put this on, put your moisturizer on, put your makeup on, and then give yourself a spray once later on in the day. Or you can use it as a conductive gel, although it dries down very quickly. I think if I used it with microcurrent, I would use it really quickly, more of in iontophoresis mode, which just means product pushing in mode, because microcurrent and LED are very good at pushing product into the skin. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's foolproof. It's foolproof. You can use this however you want, you know. Spray it on makeup, under makeup, no makeup, whatever, and it's still gonna work. I think they've worked a lot of the kinks out of it over the years, and when you get it, you'll see why it's such a smash hit. Now, speaking of hits, I really like this guy. I feel like it would be a good value. I will be selling them. They are, like I said, $159, and the instructions say to use it for 10 minutes on each side of the face. I feel like I just did a quickie and my skin looks pretty rockin'. And you know, LED is also great to have on hand, like if you cut yourself or if you have a sprain or if you got achy shoulders, like I always do. You can do that. Works really well to energize the skin under the neck and clear out lymph and all that garbage we get underneath there. So yeah, I hope that that helps. If you don't know how LED works, it essentially, NASA used it in the 70s to grow plants, right? And just like, you know, the sun helps plants grow, the light, this light, which contains no UV, it's like photosynthesis, you know, it helps the skin turn over faster. And so they've done studies, and in skin that gets LED, it will turn over 5 to 7 times faster than without the light, which means to us is that one good dose of LED will put the skin into accelerated healing mode, and the results are cumulative. And if it's not in your routine, it should be. All right, well, thanks for watching. I will have some information here, and I'm also planning on putting up a list of all Sculplla facial filler mask providers, estheticians, in your area. I'm going to put them in a big old block in the description. the description box, and hopefully you can find somebody near you. All right, thanks for watching.